All right, Shalom. Let me start up by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakak. Double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Yakim out there laboring, the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And I pretty much want to focus this lesson pretty much towards the younger brothers within the faith, and all brothers that really kind of fall into this category. They got the spirit of folly that's out here, and we gotta get away from that Generation Z spirit, man. Generation Z spirit is pretty much the culture, okay, that we've been given, engineered. When you turn on the TV, pretty much the radio, and really the spirit that's out there, and pretty much rubbing off on brothers within the faith, you know. But like I said, though, we all have our little leisure time of doing things, but all things have to be done indecently and in order, and pretty much, a lot of the spirits been out here where rebellion has been the main thing that's been going on in Israel, and really concerning the order was been put out pretty much on the length of brothers' heads, and how it should be a respectable length, as concerning the scriptures, and there's pretty much rebellion going on against that. Pretty much a rebellion going on against brothers with Instagram pages and Facebook pages, and pretty much just getting all into the spirit of the world, man. And if you're in a situation where you know more about what's going on in the hip hop world and in the gossip world than what's going on in Israel, then you have to really consider examining yourself, man. But that spirit of rebellion is really out there, and what like the the elder said, man. That whole spirit, that whole ass spirit, where uh, just the fact of that, we're men first and foremost, and we have to understand that this beautiful truth that has woken us up. We have to understand that we have to walk as a with a standard, and we have to understand that the westernized way of upbringing, we have to put that off, and put off that old man. But here I have an article here from Huffington Post, and it pretty much is going into Generation Z, and it says, why do so many Generation Zers seem to lack that old-fashioned fellowship? And Generation Z pretty much was anyone born from like pretty much the early 90s on to pretty much 1999. All right. But you could probably probably be born maybe prior to 1990. I mean, before 1990. A lot of the young brothers coming in, and you have to understand, man, this is your salvation first and foremost, and brothers get caught up in and being told what to do, and got brothers that have a problem with that. They have a problem with order. They have a problem with what the apostles say. They have a problem with what the camp leader may say, and but like I said, we all, all of the heads that are over you, man, are really, they have to answer, because they watch over your souls, man, and we continue to try to work to be that perfect man, all right. But real quick, I want to get into this article, and it says by the time Generation Z, which is the second wave of the millennials, they call it, born between 1990 and 1999, was growing up, question authority was not a slogan anymore, but a hackneyed cliche, And it says here, so maybe it's too easy to explain away Generation Z's seemingly disregard for joining something larger and making personal sacrifices for the greater good. And what's really, you're coming into this truth, and you're joining a group of men and really you're bounded by the word, man. You're coming together because of the word. When you come from all walks of life and coming from different ages, but pretty much in that Generation Z spirit, you basically you still have that spirit of questioning authority, man. you know okay, and a lot of the things that you're born in that technology age. A lot of these Generation Zers, a lot of their favorite rappers, pretty much all have long hair, man. Most of their rappers, that their favorite rappers, have long hair. So a lot of that what's going on within the world and the hip hop world, and is still men have not really shrugged that stuff off, man. You see, and you got to understand that's of the world, and you got to separate your spirit from that. Like I said, all brothers listen to music and stuff like that, but the whole fact is that if you get too fully immersed in that world, you tend to bring that within the truth, man. You see, you have to be able to examine yourself, man. So it says, but really, man, you disregard for joining something larger and making personal sacrifices for the greater good, and making sacrifices for the greater good is really detrimental to your salvation, man. You see, right? But they have some certain reasons why they say this stuff. But I want to get to I want to jump around on here. But it says, let's see, let's go down here. It says Generation Zers may seem clueless about a lot of things, but they know very well that they are much less likely than those of prior generations to make long-term, uninterrupted careers with one organization. You see, and pretty much, man, this is not no fly-by-night thing that we're doing, man. This is a profession, man, which is you being in this ministry, man. But reading on, it says they are less likely to be exclusively employed by one organization at any given time, to work full time and on site, to trust the system or the organization to take care of them, and thus they are less likely to show what looks like loyalty. You see, so basically we can just parallel this with being within Great Millstone, man. And they it looks like to where it's like they trust or question authority, man, and not really trust the system, man, and not really trust the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Abushai that's really working within these camps, man. You see, all right. But it says here, a desire to belong, difference to authority, a willingness to make short-term sacrifices for the good of the whole, and an eagerness to contribute regardless of credit or rewards. And basically, it was said that one of the brothers, at the Chicago camp, pretty much just said that he doesn't think he fits in, man. And that's the spirit of a Generation Z, man. And not really try to come down on brothers though, man. But hey, that whole Generation Z spirit, man, is what is crafting the black culture, man. That's dominating the black culture, man. Being into the all into that social media world, man. It's it's polluted, man. It's polluted, man. And the whole mindset of the people that are within that, man, as far as what we're viewing. You see, and there's a reason why the apostles had said this before about concerning Facebook and Instagram, and being fully submersed in that, man. But real quick, let's get some scriptures real quick. Let's go to Ephesians chapter 4 verse 1. I therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, beseech you that you walk worthy in the vocation wherewith you are called. So you were called into this thing, man. And basically, you cannot drag that old world spirit, man, within it, man. You see, you have to understand and know how to separate that. Right? Verse 2. With all lowliness and meekness, with long suffering, forbearing one another in love, and not no fly by night, because when you really think about younger people, when you go into these different establishments, a store or something like that they may be working in, you may see them one day, one week you may see them, man, and the next week, man, you don't see them, man. You know why? It's because these people don't stick around on jobs that long, man. They don't stick around on jobs that long, man. They keep on searching, and they're not stable in that manner, man. The same thing with this truth, man. When you coming in and you're not dealing in the spirit, man. It's all about just dealing in the spirit, man. Okay. So it says, endeavoring to keep the unity, verse 3, endeavoring to keep the unity of the spirit and the bond of peace. And there's a lot of strife going on that brothers been talking about, but hey, we're in the season of sifting, man. And Apostle said that, man. You continually house cleaning, but the spirit may not have it come out, reveal it, about brothers causing strife within camps, and like I said, hey, brothers got to be able to communicate with one another, man. Because that's another trait about Generation Zers, younger brothers, is that, they're so submersed with social media, they don't know how to talk face to face, man, and deal with reality. You see, okay, how you want to, you feel like a brother offended you, to be able to go and talk to that brother and explain your faults and not have no type of secret animosity. You see, but that's what's happening, the lack of communication, man. You see? Okay? But it says, there is one body, one spirit, even as ye are called in one hope of your calling, man. And we have to understand what you are a part of, man. And that's what the thing is, and the apostles always say that, man. And they always say that because why? It's because even certain brothers, most brothers came into this faith as a young man. Brothers came in pretty much in their late teens or 20s, and pretty much got, hey, we got brothers got 10 years in or more, and pretty much now we got brothers that's pretty much now, maybe in their early 30s, pretty much, early to mid 30s, that been in the truth as a younger man. But a lot of times, man, you get caught up in that Generation Z spirit, man. That brothers that's pretty much now in their low to mid 20s, late 20s, that are basically going through, man. So it's something to where, it's really just at the end of the day is how Esau puts it out there, man. When you turn on the TV and turn on the radio or whatever it is, man, it's all going into that Generation Z type of spirit, man. You see? All right, from there, but you know what, Ephesians 4 is a bad chapter, man. So what, I kind of want to jump around a little bit though, but from that I'm gonna come back, but I want to hit let's go with Second Corinthians chapter 13 verse 5. Examine yourselves whether ye be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves, how that Yahushua HaMashiach is in you, except ye be reprobates. And you got to examine yourself, man. Because just a simple fact that brothers pretty much bucking up against order, just pretty much and not being in the spirit, man. Okay. And when there's contention, man, there's pride. You see? All right. Somebody got to take the low, and like I say, you gotta build a character within yourselves, man. You gotta build that. You gotta have that type of integrity, man. Okay. And the whole thing of order, is order for a reason. But the whole fact of that, you growing up, questioning authority, well, the main thing is that, listen, the main thing that brought you to this truth is questioning authority, questioning the powers that be, but what you get within the body, man, you're supposed to be free. So you cannot buck up against, or challenge in order, man. You see? Okay? You got to let the spirit kind of work and basically, feel it out, man, and not hastily utter your feelings, man. You see, and that's what's happening amongst Israel, man. This is what's happening amongst brothers that are witnessing certain things, you know. And there's a whole lot of different things going on, and strife going on, and hey, man, brothers got to be able to communicate with one another, man, to squash that, man, you know. And you have to exercise pretty much on how to go about doing that, man. But you got to pray to the Lord first and foremost, man. You know, because why? It's because the westernized culture has you not reared up in that kind of way, man. You know, it's pretty much an antisocial type of way of living now, man. You know, everything is through text, through posting up something. You know, it's not one-on-one contact, and it's barely even a phone call, man. You know, most people are communicating. You know, they don't have to use the phone all day. People can communicate through text. You know, so that whole thing of facing a brother face to face and having maybe a conversation, okay, that once you get proper understanding on what it is and where you stand at with certain things, man, you can relieve a lot of strife, man, and tension. You see, you know, but you got to examine yourselves, man. You know, because why? It's because, guys bucking up and pretty much in rebellion and listen, man, you're not in the spirit. That's totally not in the spirit, man. You know, this is why the apostles are not even wasting time with brothers and just, hey, it's not even a suspension, man. You just out. You know, that's what's going on here, man, because we're too late in the game to be getting in your feelings about something, man. You know, this is your salvation that you're talking about here, man. You know? You see, this is your salvation, man. You know, but from there, I want to jump down to let's see. Well, let's go to 1 Corinthians. I want to grab something from there. 1 Corinthians, chapter 13, verse 11, and it says, "When I was a child, I spake as a child, I understood as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things." You know, and pretty much, man, the child things is really the things of this world, man. You know, how you emulate, you act, or pretty much you might even admire, things that are in the world, man. You know. But you gotta understand, to be able to come in this truth and become a man and understand what it is, man, to stand as a man. This truth is a manly thing. You know? This truth is a manly thing. You know, and then once you come into this truth, man, you gotta put away those childish things, man. You see? You know, that's the key, man. You know, you gotta put away those childish things, man. You know, but like I said, we all listen to music and stuff like that, man. But being fully immersed in that world, man, is not good. You see, it's not good. All right. From there, let's go to Ephesians. Back to Ephesians 4. Let's see, verse. Let's see. Verse 12, start at 12. Basically, we all been given gifts coming into this faith, man. From on high. And we all have our particular, pretty much our duty or our lot within this truth, man. For it says, verse 12, "For the perfecting of the saints, for the work of the ministry, for the edifying of the body of Hamashiach," in pretty much whatever lot you have within this truth, and pretty much, you play to your strength, man. Whether you're a prophet, whether you're a help, whether you are an evangelist, whether you are a teacher, you see, healing, you see, you play to those strengths, man, and the Lord will reveal your lot within this truth, man, or within the church. Okay, but it says, "Till we all come in the unity of the faith and of the knowledge of the Son of the Most High, unto a perfect man, unto the measure of the statue of the fullness of Hamashiach, you know. And you got to remember something, man. Hey, the faith in the knowledge, man. You know, we got to remember that, man. Not, it doesn't say personal feelings. You see, okay? It doesn't say well, I don't agree with what was rendered down as order. You see, you know. So it says, verse 14, that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men, and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. You know, and pretty much, man, the ways of this world, man, is pretty much a heavy wind of doctrine, man. You know, okay, you know, bringing in that whole ass spirit or that Negro spirit, you know, okay, and try to bring it into this truth, man. You got to shed that off, man. You see, you got to shed that off, man. You know, right? Jumping down, it says, just want to hit the points. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind, you know. And you know, you before you coming into this faith, man, you was a heathen, man, you know. But it says that you henceforth walk not as the other Gentiles walk, man. Meaning, you know, you being walking as you are back in the world, man. You know, you can't bring that worldly mindset, you know, or whatever characteristics that your upbringing was, man. You cannot bring that within this truth, man. It doesn't go. You know, you gotta understand that that's a westernized mentality, man. You know, if you arguing about anything within this truth, man, and any disagreement, man, you're using the mindset of a westernized mentality to come up against what the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Shai has prescribed, man. You see? So it says, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of the Most High through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart. You know, and you got to make sure you examine yourself, man, and not make sure that you have the blindness of heart, man, so that you can't navigate clearly within this ministry, man. You know, you see, you got to remember that, man. You know, it says, verse 22, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lusts, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Okay, you gotta be renewed in the spirit of your mind, man, and put off that former conversation of the old man, and being fully submersed in that, man, and knowing what's going on within the hip hop world and the gossip world more than what's going on within Israel, man. You see, you know, but you got to be renewed in the spirit of your mind, man. You know, but one more real quick. You know, I'm gonna end it with this one. This is let's go to 2 Corinthians. Back to 2 Corinthians, chapter 6. Verse 14, be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For which fellowship have righteousness with unrighteousness? You know, and pretty much, man, you know, that's the social media again, you know, and it really brings people together through social media, and basically being don't be unequally yoked with unbelievers, man. You know, being part of that world. You see, okay. You know, and whatever downtime you do have, man, you cannot be unequally yoked with them, man. Because what do you really have in common, man? You know, if you guys pretty much have too much in common, if you have too much in common with pretty much a unbeliever, you know, you got to examine yourself. You know, you got to examine yourself, man. You know, you shouldn't have too much in common with the unbeliever, man. You see, that means that you're doing too much on things that are not should be of the spirit, man. You know, and it says, what communication have light with darkness, man? You know, and you know, like I said, you know, you deal with, you know, family members, brothers deal with family members according, you know, whatever you deal with it, or whatever. You got friends that are not in the truth, you know, or stuff like that. But hey, man, you got to really be careful, man, because when that time, you know what I'm saying, and like I said, You know, you're gonna find out that you are your brother's keeper, man, and that we all that we have, man. Okay, we don't have nothing outside this truth, man. Okay, because like I said, these people that you warming up to and they're gonna turn on you. Okay, they ain't with what you talking about. That's the bottom line, man. Okay, and the elephant in the room, which is this truth, is gonna have to be addressed, and it's gonna be rubbing people the wrong way, man. That's not in the spirit, man. You see, it's gonna be rubbed in the wrong way. They're gonna be offended. Okay, they ain't with what you talking about. Gotta understand that, man. You could talk about the everything else, birds and the bee, whatever you want to talk about, man. But you want to start talking about what needs to be addressed as what's going on within the earth, and what's gonna be at the doorstep. You know, they ain't with it. They're not with it, and that's where the problem lies, man. Okay, that's why we gotta remember, man. You gotta move. You gotta move a certain kind of way, man. You gotta watch who you're talking to, what you're saying. Okay, all right. A lot of spies out there. A lot of people that just may secretly disagree and eavesdropping. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful with that, man. You gotta be careful with that, man. You see, you know. But that's pretty much the point I wanted to make with that, But hey man, we gotta get out of that Generation Z spirit, man, and because the spirit that's really as a whole spirit of folly, And I'm not just really talking just on the younger brothers. For the most part, it is, and most part that's where the issues may lie. But you got guys that have pretty much been in the truth some amount of years, man. They got a little age on them, man, that are still falling into that folly spirit, man, and that spirit of rebellion, man. Okay. It's essentially it's the sin of witchcraft, man. All right. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Wakrak Kwadash, and with that, Shalom.